Hello. This is my watcher.
In 1791, a man named Michael Faraday was born. He was not a man of scientific background, nor did he have much schooling, but he was introduced to bookbinding quite young. As Michael was growing, he realized that these books were not just your ordinary run-of-the-mill books, but they were actually about science, mechanics, and galvanism. Over the next years, Michael would spend most of his time not actually binding these books, but rather reading them. This leads us to 1831, when Michael discovered electromagnetic induction. This was the moment that electrical engineering was born. Some of you may be thinking, okay, why does this matter? Why should I listen? Why is this important to me? Well, you use electrical engineering every single day, thousands of times a day. This isn't just your phone or your car, but these are your lights, your alarm clock, your oven, your hair straightener, and for some of us, even our toothbrushes. Electrical engineering helped develop most everything we use in our lives. We use it in every sense because it is everything all at the same time. We use it to assist sonar detection when looking underground. We use it to time out traffic signals. Even just to work a computer, electrical engineering had to be called upon to build that computer, to wire that computer, and to even program that computer. After hearing how much electrical engineering is involved with day-to-day life, one would think that there must be millions of electrical engineers out there. This is actually far from the case. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics states that as of May 2020, there were only 185,220 licensed electrical engineers in the United States. This is a very small number in comparison to how much electrical engineering is used. So the next question is why? Career Explorer actually does a great job at explaining this. They show that even though electrical engineering seems to have been on a decline, they state that this is not actually a decline in electrical engineers, but rather a decline in American electrical engineers. Most would think that this is possibly due to poor education or a lack thereof, but that's actually not the case. The decline is mostly due to the access of inexpensive foreign labor. It is much cheaper to hire an electrical engineer in Japan compared to the US, for example. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median income of an American electrical engineer is $50 an hour. This works out to about $100,000 a year. While according to the Economic Research Institute, a Japanese electrical engineer makes closer to 4,900 JPY an hour or 10 million JPY a year. This is equivalent to $42 an hour or $87,000 a year. It is hard to find accurate statistics for other places other than Japan or America, but going off of word of mouth, it's assumed that electrical engineers in places other than America or Japan are making much less, which in turn makes it easier for American manufacturers to make a major profit when outsourcing from other countries. So after hearing that, one might think it's a bad idea to go into electrical engineering. You might think that you won't be hired due to cheaper help being more accessible, or that you might be getting much less pay than you should. On the bright side, this is incorrect. According to Best Colleges, it's estimated that there will be over 20,000 new electrical engineering jobs created per year between 2019 and 2029. And according to the electronicdesign.org, many electrical engineers are finding it easier to retire, with 60% planning to or retiring at 60 years old. With both of these statistics, we can see that though there might be fewer American electrical engineers currently, that shouldn't be the case in the following years. Electrical engineering is growing rapidly, and it's projected to continue growing, especially with how electronics is growing as an industry currently. Now that we know that information, we can start looking at what you have to do to become an electrical engineer. Entry level for electrical engineering typically requires a bachelor's. Some do have a master's, however, most of the time, this is for people that are going into academia or trying to teach or working in more niche categories of electrical engineering. For most engineers, it takes about 4 years to get your bachelor's in electrical engineering, and typically, most people only pay about $40,000. Due to the high income nature of this job, most tend to get paid back within the first 2 years of working as an electrical engineer. So what do electrical engineers typically do? There are countless jobs that electrical engineers can do, such as biomedical technologies, microelectronics, power electronics, signal processing, and communication systems. These are just a few of the many job options that electrical engineering can provide. Now that we've learned about Michael Faraday, the father of electrical engineering, how electrical engineering impacts daily life, why there seems to be a decline in electrical engineers, how much an electrical engineer makes, how the job market is supposed to grow, what you need to become an electrical engineer, and what electrical engineers actually do, it's much easier to see why more people need to become electrical engineers. We need people to read between the lines and see why this is such an amazing opportunity and why you should become an electrical engineer. Okay, my sources are the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, Career Explorer, ERIERI.com. They helped me find the salary of the Japanese electrical engineers. It's kind of hard to find. Best Colleges and the electronicdesign.com. All of my links to those will be in the bio of this video. Yeah, thank you.